Okay, so I've been wanting to start making YouTube videos for a while now. Um, Something that's been in the back of my mind for a few months. And while it does seem interesting, I grew up in the age where YouTube was already a big thing. I used to watch it after school all the time. It was something that I spent a lot of time actively using. So making it always felt like something that I would enjoy doing it. And I've done it before. I enjoy doing it for sure, but there's always this expectation and there's always this fear that things won't work out. We avoid doing a lot of things because we think that it won't work out. I don't know why we do this. I mean, I know why. It's because we don't want to feel disappointed. But it's like risk is like the only reason to do anything in life, If there's no risk, there's no reward, basically is what I'm trying to say. That's why so many people like gambling. But, today I finally pulled the trigger. I finally said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to post what I enjoy creating. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make it how I want to make it. I'm going to do it how I want to do it. And fuck it, man. If no one watches it, if no one reacts to it, it doesn't matter because at least I tried it. Once I'm 50 years old, I won't look back and be like, damn, dude, I wish I did it, At least I did it. I did it for a little while. I gave it an actual try. There's no point in posting a video, deleting it 1 month later, and then saying, oh, YouTube's not for me, Give it an actual try, spend a few months doing it, and then see if you adapt, Human beings are adaptable. We adapt to things. Anyway, that whole rant was a segue into the topic of today's video, my beautiful first video, which is powerlifting, lifting weights, going to the gym, exercising. I am a huge fitness fan, meaning that I enjoy moving around and doing things. I've been doing sports since I could walk. My parents always emphasized it and always put me in the sport. We had this rule at home that you should always be doing something, You're never not doing anything. I mean, the only time where I did nothing, like absolutely nothing, was during the pandemic, but that wasn't really an option, That was more forced. But, out of everything that I've ever done, I've done judo, I've played basketball, and out of these two, and all of the other countless experimental classes that I've done in my life, the one that stuck with me the most was powerlifting. It started with going to the gym. I think everyone starts going to the gym. No one really says, oh, I'm going to do bodybuilding. People go to the gym and lift weights. But, what happened to me was, as soon as the pandemic ended, I was already working out at home. And because of that already put me going to the gym. Once I got into like a gym, it was like one after the other. It was all like at once. And let me tell you, when I was younger, especially around that time, near the pandemic, I was weak. Like I'm not talking like weak in the sense like, oh, every untrained person is weak. Yes, I'm talking like in the weak, like below average genetically, for context, I couldn't even hold the bench press bar, I was for sure weak, like completely weak. I was a small kid. I've always been small. I'm a little bit chubby. I was bullied a lot because of it, and the gym was an idea to me that things could change. I could be a different person. I could change myself. I could become someone else, basically. And that's what I did, I decided I was going to do to the gym. You know, I took all those fears. Remember the things that I was telling you about not doing something because you fear the outcome? I put it in my head, you know, I'm going to do this. I studied how to make a workout plan. I didn't follow the stuff that people gave me because I just didn't enjoy it, you know? And enjoyment is the most important part of every new hobby, every new skill, every new activity. If you don't enjoy the process of doing it, for example, right now I'm talking, I enjoy ranting. I enjoy talking unscripted, like I'm an insane person, to the void with no one listening to me, because it's fun. I enjoy it. It makes me feel good. And the same thing goes for lifting, you know? If you do exercises that you hate, that feels horrible, you know, that you go onto the gym and you have to do squats and you fucking hate squats, you know, maybe eventually you'll do them, but for the start, don't do them. You're not obligated to do them. You're obligated to try, to stick with it, to pick something and do it, you know, not to torture yourself for 6 months and then realize that you hate it, because if you hate something, you won't do it. You have to enjoy it. For me, especially, I remember seeing 2 guys on the incline bench press. I'll never forget this. This is like ingrained in my mind. I saw 2 huge guys in the incline bench press, benching around 80 kilos, which if you go to the gym, you know that's not much for reps. But they were huge, and everyone looked at them like they were lifting so much weight compared to everyone else. And looking at that made me feel something incredible. You know, I looked at that and I was like, I want to be that. I want to do that. So, you know, I went all in on bench pressing. After, like 3 to 4 months of going to the gym, I could bench 60 kilos. I actually hit my 60 kilo PR, right? That's 135 pounds on my birthday. I think it was my 18th birthday. And let me tell you, it was incredible feeling. And it's incredibly addicting. I remember training my ass off to get my first 225 bench. Again, incredible feeling. I've gotten injured and the gym was always there for me. You know, I injured my wrist boxing and then I couldn't bench anymore and it felt horrible. Why? Because I just enjoy it so much. At the start, it wasn't enjoyable, for sure. I hated it. But because I picked something that in my mind was something that I wanted to do, you know, I wanted to be that guy that benched a lot, I stuck with it and I loved it. I can't live without benching, you know? I can live without going to the gym, but if I don't bench in like every month, I'll start feeling like I'm worthless. It's an addiction. It's an obsession. I love it. I love it. And of course, you know, I'm not fucking a power lifter. I'm not a professional power lifter. I can't bench 405. I can bench like, what was my last bench? 115 kilos. That was my max bench when I was truly, you know, training hard. Right now I gave a little break, so I'm not really tracking. But, you know, it's not that much, but it feels like it's a lot. You know, when I remember when I first started the gym and I couldn't even bench the bar, it feels like a huge jump, you know? And if I never went to the gym, I probably couldn't bench the bar even today. Maybe I could because I'm a bit older, right? I'm 22 right now. Maybe I could, but there's no guarantee of it, you know? I could have gone my whole life without even being able to bench a bar because I never had the balls to step into the gym, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Most things in life, they look scary. We don't want to do them because we are afraid of disappointment. But if we never try, if we never risk it, we could go our whole lives in a completely separate path and a completely separate person with completely separate opinions. You know? It's important. It's important that you challenge yourself. It's important that you try. This video was supposed to be about powerlifting, but it became something else. I'm not sure what I'm gonna title it, but you know, it's cool. I like it. I had fun making this. I don't know if my points actually make sense. I hope they do, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to me rant for, what is it now, 10 minutes. So I think I'm gonna cut it off here. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching. Whatever I put there, I think I'm gonna put some gameplay. Stick around if you enjoyed listening, or don't. I don't really imagine people will. So it was fun. I enjoyed doing this. I don't regret it at all. See ya.